Hello. Today I'm shooting just something very simple actually on my digital camera, which is something I don't do often, but I figured, I don't know, I think it's nice to have a new profile picture or whatever that kind of represents who you are. And this is actually for my personal account. So what I like to do is I like to keep everything just Suna related with one image or one style. However, on my personal account, I had the same photo, and it started making me feel like Jasuna and Jennifer are the same person, and they're not. And I can talk about that a little bit later, maybe in a different video, but I started feeling very, no, what's another, I can't really describe. I just want there to be a different branding for me as a person versus me as an artist. So right now I just have this set up with this red wall that I'm going to shoot and this kind of blazer thing that I thrifted a few days ago. I got it for like $2. Isn't that amazing? But I think it's super cool. Like, it's very me, very my style. And I'm just going to shoot it kind of like topless. Not topless, but like without bra or anything. And just, I'll cover this up. And I'm going to get my hair wet, have it back a little bit like that. So I'll show you the result. Now my hair is all wet. For some reason, I feel like I've been shooting self-portraits a lot lately with wet hair. I feel like dry hair is super distracting. It's always in the way. It's very fluffy looking. And when I shoot self-portraits, there's two types of self-portrait. There's one series where I don't cover up my tattoos. I don't have like all this lipstick and makeup on. My hair isn't wet. I'm just me. I'm just Jennifer. And there's another type of self-portraits where my hair is wet and I have the signature red lipstick. And that's where I'm not really portraying just Suna necessarily, but I am more so the epitome of just any human being, female or not female or whoever. The lipstick is more, let me film here with a red background. So it's, the lipstick is more just showing you that it's like a mask. I think it's more of a mask so you don't see me as Jennifer, but anyone can be the person in the photo. And the hair wet is just, to focus on the face, to focus on the body, to focus on the image itself without the distraction of dry hair. So yeah, I don't know, I just started doing it more. I started just wetting my hair more on photo shoots, and it feels like I'm playing a character. It feels like I'm acting, and I think that's really important, to have a distinction between me as an artist versus me as who I am, Jennifer. So right now it's sunny outside, so I'm thinking of doing a shoot for this. So this is an image that I had of me just like hugging a tree with other trees. I don't really know why it's so interesting, but I'm just gonna go shoot now. At the moment I'm looking for a setting that has a lot of white trees, but these are a little bit deeper down, so I can't really press the self timer and like run and climb as much as I can. And on my way here, there's so many cows, and they're kind of just all staring at me. What the hell is she up to? But yeah, they're pretty cute. It's just sometimes sad because a lot of places I want to shoot are fenced up because of cattle, or other places that are like private property, and I just don't want to get in trouble. We'll just keep looking. Hello, so I've just found this location with all these white trees, and the initial idea was that I was gonna like jump on one of them and hug it, and it would seem like I'm super high up in the sky and you wouldn't be able to see the roots. However, with this perspective and this many trees, it's just impossible to hide the roots. And I also tried to like hug and jump on the tree itself, and I could not do it. Like, this tree is too thick. I think I would need like, some sort of a chair or something for me to do that. So the plan for now is just to take advantage of the perspective of the trees and just do one more. I'm just like hugging the tree, something. And there's these beautiful shadow coming, so I should shoot right now. So I feel like I'm really bad at vlogging, and I always start vlogging at the beginning of a photo shoot, but I always forget to finish it. But since the last shoot, well, maybe a little here and quiet. The last shoot, we were in a forest, and it was just basically like me pressing the button and then running as fast as I can, just like hugging a tree or doing whatever pose I'm doing, and then running straight back because there were so many like bugs just attacking my head, and I can feel them like digging all my scalp and everything. So I was just not having it. I just want to finish it as soon as possible. So I think I shot like 20 frames, and then I just like put on my clothes, left, and ran home. I can't speak right now. I also did another shoot in the lake. And it was just a little bit cold, and it was just hard because when you're in a lake, it's like really slippery in the rocks. So we'll see how those photos turn out. But yesterday, actually, I did 3 shoots yesterday, just in my room. And I realized that most of the time when I'm shooting, it's either super spontaneous or I have a specific image in my head. A little bit of both. Like if it's spontaneous, it'll just be like, oh, I have this image, I want to do it now. So right now I'll show you. Randomly have this set up because I was just hanging out in the kitchen, and I looked up and I was like, I need to take photos right now. And I looked up and I saw my computer reflection, and I was like, whoa, that's cool, kind of ghostly, kind of eerie. And I want to shoot a little bit more moody, darker themes, so I don't know, we'll just see what happens. Now I'm playing with the idea of reflection and seeing like yourself in the mirror and kind of like a ghostly vibe sort of situation, but it's also about like social media. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, peace out. Today is, I think, the 27th of August, and I'm gonna go head to the marshes to do a shoot in the water. And I'm not looking forward to this at all. I'm like freezing. I'm basically just wearing this coat and these shorts with like nothing underneath. Because it's so much easier to shoot and then put everything on and just run away really fast. But like when you're wearing like your actual clothing, I normally wear like leggings here because I'm just pretty relaxed. It's just really hard because then you have your underwear and there's like bugs and there's water and it's wet. So I'm just gonna go in this and hope that there are gonna be people in there. I hope that it doesn't rain out of nowhere. But yeah, I'll take you to the location and show you when I get there. This is the bike I've been riding. Isn't she cute? So what we have here, this sort of more secluded area with this really calm water that I think is perfect for the shoot. It's not completely secluded because here you can kind of see cars going by, but I don't know, I'm sort of like a risk taker in that sense where I don't necessarily care if people see me. It's just I care more about getting in trouble. I don't want to get arrested, or I don't want, maybe like a child to see me, but I have this coat, so if I see someone or hear someone, I'll just like put it on really fast. The concept for the shoot, I don't know, I just had this idea of me holding an axe just kind of like over my shoulder, but I'm not really sure why. Maybe once I take the photo I'll realize why, or maybe I won't even like the photo when it comes out. So yeah, I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. The water's perfect, so in this situation I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna focus, because normally I don't shoot in such clear water. I shoot in something that has more ripples, and then it makes it easier to focus. But in this case it's almost perfectly clear, like perfectly still, so I might have to like throw a rock and just focus on that really quickly, or just make a gamble. In these situations, I normally have my camera set to an aperture 4, just having it a little bit wider, so I'd prefer to lose, the beautiful blurry background in favor of just having a higher chance of having myself be a little bit more sharp. So we'll just have to hope and see how it comes out. So yeah, we'll see how the shoot goes. I'm gonna get wet. It's a little bit cold, but here's to a good photo shoot. You can see that I stuck this little stick. That's gonna be an indication of where I want my focus to be. Maybe I'll slightly change it to be a little bit before and after, but we're just gonna hope, because that's the area where I think it hits my body perfectly as well. Just finished shooting, only shot about maybe 10 frames because that's all there were left in the roll. I have about 12 rolls of film left, and I'm just really careful because I have maybe 3 or 4 weeks left here at the artist residency, and I do have a digital camera, but for me it's not the same. Like, the process is not the same. I can get maybe better results, but I feel like there's this quality that I really like in film that you can't attain in digital. I feel like I should start experimenting a little more digital, but we'll see. But for now, my hair was all wet. The water was like covered in algae, so I should go home and shower, and then I'm gonna eat ramen and wash this makeup off. It wasn't too cold actually, and there was only one car that went by. But it was really quick, just hop in, make a new pose. Sometimes when you're shooting yourself, I'm not very conscious of how my body looks, and that's the good and that's the bad thing, because I feel like it's good because you want to look more natural and have like a more candid photo, if you could say, but at the same time, I do want to make sure I can make the most out of my photo shoots and like do all the poses I want to do. And of course, part of it is I want to make sure I look good, and that's something I'm struggling with. Like, I don't really want to care as much. I don't want to look thin. I don't want to look beautiful. But at the same time, I am putting these photos out there, and I want to make sure that my posture is good, or like, maybe I'm not like slouching in one frame, or I don't want to slouch in all the frames. So I just want to be more conscious of my body and not just go make a pose and just hope that it turns out good. I want to learn how to be an actor and be more in control of my body. So that's something I'm working on as well, and I think just more practice will help with that.